All right, I'm going to go over the study guide. FRQ portion, number 1, h of x is the arc cosine of x. It's saying that h of x is equal to 2/3 of pi. So I'm going to take the h of x, which is arc cosine of x is equal to 2/3 of pi. All right, that means I'm going to put it back to the original function. Cosine of 2/3 of pi should be equal to x. Now look at the left side. Do you know how to find the cosine of 2/3 of a pi? Oh yeah, how do you do that? It's like a unit circle quiz that we've been doing. So cosine is an x value. 2/3 of pi is in the second quadrant, so it's going to be negative, positive. Denominator is 3 index fingers, so 1 and 3, 1 and 3. What are we looking for? The x value. So x is going to be negative pi. What about letter B? K of x. Your k of x is what? Arc. Tangent of x is equal to negative pi over 4. Put it back to the original. Tangent of negative pi over 4 is equal to x. Just like, once again, this is kind of like a unit circle quiz, except the angle over here, negative pi over 4, is not on the unit circle. So I'm going to do a few things. First, I'm going to add 2 pi to make it something that's positive. By the way, when I'm adding 2 pi, the same as adding 8/4 of a pi. So this becomes tangent of what? 7/4 of pi is equal to x. Yeah? All right. 2 ways to go about it. If you want to go ahead and find the x and y value of the coordinate for the 7/4 of pi and do y over x, that's one way to do it. I personally like to take a shortcut for the tangent value because I work really hard memorizing all of that, okay? So tangent of pi over 6 is square root of 3 over 3. Tangent of pi over 4 is 1. Tangent of pi over 3 is square root of 3. And then you also have to remember the sign of each quadrant for the tangent is going to be positive, negative, positive, negative. So combining together, 7/4 of pi is in the 4th quadrant. So tangent value is going to be negative. Denominator is a 4, so tangent of pi over 4 is 1, so it's going to be negative 1. Once again, if you didn't like that, I don't even know how I did the key. You can just find the x and y value and put it y over x. Number 2, solving. All right. Find all input value. As soon as I see that, I have to remember we're talking about those 1 million, well, infinite number of solutions. So probably, and it's a sign, so I'm probably going to put plus 2 pi k so that I remember what I'm doing. Okay, so this is your m of x. I want that output to be 0. In other words, set your m of x equal to 0. Output is a y value, so the whole thing equal to 0. All right, look at the left side. You want to get the trig ratio, that sine of x by itself. So I'm going to add square root of 3 and divide by 2. Why am I doing again? So that you can get the trig ratio sine of x by itself. Now I can go ahead and solve that. All right, sine is what? The y value of the unit circle. So which one gives you y value of square root of 3 over 2? One in the first quadrant, one in the second quadrant, because y is a positive. Okay. All right, so finger trick, I want the y, the second number, to be square root of 3 over 2. So index finger, denominator is a 3. So pi over 3 first quadrant, 2/3 of a pi in the second quadrant. Go back to my reminder, I want all input values. So to write my final answer, I'm going to say theta is equal to pi third, but you can just keep adding 2 pi, subtracting 2 pi. Coterminal angle, there we go. Theta is equal to 2/3 of a pi plus 2 pi k, where k is integer. Or you can just write k as integers. Okay, all right, last one. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. What are the values between 0 and 2 pi? I'm going to circle that to remind myself. I'm looking only for the answer on the unit circle, where f of x is equal to g of x. That's your f of x. That's your g of x. I want them equal to each other. Another way I could have worded this problem is find what point of intersection for those two functions. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to set them equal to each other like that. I notice there's only one trig ratio, which is the tangent of x, so I want to have that by itself on the left side. I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Divided by 3. So tangent of x is equal to negative 1. All right, where can my answer come from? The fact that tangent value is a negative. Let me go back over here quickly. Remember how we talk about the sign of the tangent? If the tangent is a negative, wouldn't that be the second and the fourth quadrant? Okay, so one answer comes from second quadrant, one answer is going to come from the fourth quadrant. Furthermore, which tangent value gives you 1? Which tangent value gives you 1? The middle one, denominator of 4, because x and y are the same. So wouldn't that be 3/4 of pi, 7/4 of pi? All right, let's double check it. I want answer in the unit circle only, so I'm going to say theta is equal to 3/4 of pi, 7/4 of pi. Tangent is sometimes confusing because some people, when they see the tangent is a negative, they only think about the answer in the second quadrant or fourth quadrant. Remember, this one is not the inverse question, folks. There's nothing inverse, nothing. So do not shade the area. None of the problem I did here shaded it. None of them. Okay, so which problem do you shade? Like these, when literally it's asking to find the inverse. That's when you're shading. Are we clear? All right, thank you.